As we rejoin the journey in part 2 of our two-part video, prepare to be immersed once again in the riveting world of the world's deadliest special force unit. The intensity escalates as we delve deeper into their harrowing missions, unwavering camaraderie, and unyielding determination. Brace yourself for an adrenaline-pumping continuation that will unveil the unit's relentless pursuit of excellence and showcase the sacrifices made in the name of duty. Now, let's get started. Number 4. Frogman Corpse from Denmark. If you believe the Vikings are a thing of the past, then you haven't heard about the Frogman Corpse. This Danish special military force consists of just 150 highly trained individuals, but they surely make their ancestors proud. Valhalla's VIP lounge might be reserved for these guys. Their expertise lies in maritime operations like reconnaissance, sabotage, and counter-terrorism. To be at their best, they endure extremely intensive physical and mental training from the moment they apply for the job. For 6 months, they go through rigorous treatment that might give a European Court for Human Rights judge a heart attack. Their training includes intense long-distance running, marching, and swimming. Recruits must also gear up underwater, testing their breath-holding abilities for nearly 2 minutes. Some candidates even black out during the session. And that's just week 1, the weeding out process, leaving only 10% of candidates to proceed. For the remaining 20 or so, the challenges continue with hypothermia resistance training in ice-cold water, severe survival training, and diving exercises. The selected few undergo more specialized and demanding training like bomb diffusion, spec ops, black ops, and more. Much about this elite team is kept secret, but they commonly use the MP5 submachine gun, Sig Sauer P226 pistol, and the HK416 assault rifle. The Frogman Corps has participated in various international operations, including serving as part of the International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan and contributing to anti-piracy efforts off the coast of Somalia. One can only imagine what awaits if these guys are outside the top 3. Number 3. GIGN from France. The Groupe d'Invention de la Gendarmerie Nationale is a special operations force with the French Gendarmerie. This unit comprises around 400 highly trained personnel specializing in counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, and other high-risk operations. They are far from the typical French stereotype of smoking cigarettes and holding a baguette. Instead, they're often armed with an HK416 assault rifle, Sig Sauer P226 pistol, or the FRF2 sniper rifle. To join the ranks, candidates must endure an incredibly challenging recruitment and training process. It starts with swimming 50 meters with their hands and feet tied, a task designed to eliminate the weak from the start, leading to about 50% of candidates needing assistance. Next, they face a 5-mile run with a 44-pound backpack. Those who complete it in time face even more demanding physical and mental challenges, like walking on a 65-foot-high unstable plank while being questioned by 2 drill instructors. But that's nothing compared to the charge shot. In this exercise, a trainee wears body armor with a clay disc hanging from their neck in front of their chest. Another candidate must then shoot the disc. The idea is to promote trust, but understandably about 90% of candidates refuse to participate. It seems the GIGN seeks the most fearless individuals to join their ranks. Their tasks are far from protecting Macron from protesters. Some of their most notable operations include rescuing passengers on Air France Flight 8969 in 1994, the return of French hostages in Yemen in 2010, and capturing terrorists responsible for the 2015 Charlie Hebdo shooting. With such an impressive portfolio, it is hard to believe there are special forces even more formidable than the GIGN, but of course there are. Number 2. Delta Force from USA. If you've played the video game the same name, you might have some knowledge about this special military unit. In real life, they surpass any virtual achievements, and you might even wonder if they have some secret advantages. But they don't. The Delta Force team is the most elite US special military unit, often assigned to the most challenging missions. They operate in utmost secrecy, and little is known about their structure and day-to-day training. Approximately 1,000 personnel make up this unit, and the selection process is incredibly tough. First and foremost, to be considered as a candidate, you must have actively participated in a war and been in a battle. Fortunately, given the history of the US, many soldiers meet this criterion. Once past the initial stage, becoming part of this specialized unit requires expertise in demolition, firearms, and navigation. Throughout the training, these skills are significantly enhanced. While the specific exercises are classified, it is known that they are designed to push candidates to their limits physically and mentally. Sources suggest candidates may sleep as little as 3 to 4 hours a night for weeks, enduring intense physical and endurance training. Only about 5% of candidates successfully complete this grueling training. Given the highly secretive nature of Delta Force, they are not often in the headlines. Nevertheless, they're famous for their involvement in various missions, such as the Panama hostage situation in 1988, the capture of Saddam Hussein in 2003, and their role in the raid on Osama bin Laden's compound in Pakistan, though they did not take the final shot. SEAL Team 6 claimed the glory. Many mysteries surround Delta Force, but one thing is certain: they are among the best in the world. Number 1. SAS from the UK. When discussing impressive British operatives, James Bond may come to mind. However, he belongs to the fictional secret agency MI6, and compared to the SAS, they are rookies in terms of sheer force. The British rely on their Special Air Service, known as the SAS unit. They are the elite British Special Forces responsible for diverse operations including counter-terrorism, direct action, reconnaissance, and hostage rescue. The SAS comprises 4 regiments, each with operational squadrons. The exact number of personnel is classified but estimated to be around 400 to 500. To join this world's best military unit, one must be more than an ordinary human. The SAS training course demands almost godlike abilities. Their primary goal is to inflict maximum damage in the shortest time behind enemy lines without losses. The rigorous training includes 5 months of hell-like challenges. Candidates endure 6 marathons in 5 days while carrying 55 pounds of bricks in their backpacks. The setting is the demanding mountains of the western north, where some have died from exhaustion, others broke mentally, and a few hallucinated due to exhaustion and heat. Only about 5% make it to the next phase. The training continues with sleep deprivation, hypothermia resistance, tactics, weapon training, and hand-to-hand combat. To graduate, there's one final test, a manhunt. With minimal resources, candidates must reach a specific point while being hunted by the full SAS force. No one has ever succeeded, as trainees are eventually captured and subjected to intense interrogation resistance. Human rights violations like waterboarding, electric shocks, white noise torture, and more are part of this phase, along with a week without food. About 1% of candidates complete this grueling training. Most SAS recruitment campaigns end without new operatives due to the failure to complete the interrogation resistance. The SAS recruitment process ensures that most operations result in eliminating armies 20 to 30 times larger without losing a single operative. They have been involved in high-profile missions such as the Iranian embassy siege in 1980, the Gulf War in 1991, and the war in Afghanistan. Operation Nimrod in 1980, the rescue of hostages from the Iranian embassy in London, remains one of their most famous operations. That's all. Let's find out in the video to your left the upcoming video you could watch.